Hey guys, what's up? One second. Okay. How is everybody doing? This one's probably gonna be a short live because there's really not much going on. But I hadn't done a Wade live in a gosh. I feel like I did a Wade video, but I feel like it's been a little bit. So it's like let me go live. There are a few things that came out, since last time. So I figured we could go over that, and that's about it, really. Oh, if we get done with this early and I still feel like it, I might do a Delphi live because I still want to do the Delphi trial like live that I've been keeping up with that all week. And I want to talk about that. I would love to chat with you guys about that. Um, but anyway, and then Sarah Boone. I was gonna make it like a combination, like Sarah Boone, Delphi, Wade, and all in one. But then I'm like, no, because then it's gonna turn into like a 6 hour live, and people will get annoyed. So I'll do it separate. But yeah, the Sarah Boone stuff too. There's so much stuff you can't keep up. They didn't sentence yet though, right, Justy? So yeah, but he said so. He said take 15 years if you get found guilty, the minimum is 22 years. She freaking took the freaking chance when she would only have like another 7 years if she freaking took the deal. Now he made it seem like the minimum is 22 years. That's the least she could get since she was found guilty. So yeah, I don't understand how she thought she was going to do it. December. Yeah. Yep. That's right. It's December 2nd or something like that. Or 22nd. No, I think it is the second. Yeah, dude. It's just that so yeah, and she could get life though. The crazy thing is that's the minimum. You could get life for second degree murder. I don't think she'll get life, but she could get 22 years to life. Stupid. And then we'll get into Wade in 1 minute. But just one more thing I wanted to say about the Sarah Boone thing. I didn't watch the trial. The only parts of the trial I watched was her testimony, and then that video I watched when that like it's like 15 minutes worth of all his videos. Like she taped them, George. Oh my god, he is so little. He has like a little boy's body, and freaking and then him hitting the TV, her trying to portray it like it's like him like abusing and like mad, and they're in a fight, and he's hitting the TV. It was so obvious there was no freaking fight. The TV was broke. She wasn't even yelling. She was just filming him. It was probably like, "Hey, TV's broke. You want to hit it? Let's film it. Let's go ahead and whack it with the bat. You can hit it." You know, it's like you were trying to act like it was like some kind of fight. If it was like some kind of fight, she'd be like, "Stop hitting it!" But it was broken, and he was just hitting it. It was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. Anyway, um, Wade. If you guys have anything about that, you guys know news about Wade, because I can't keep up with, since I've been trying to follow Delphi and do other things, I haven't been able to like keep up with all the TikTok lives or anything like that. So if there's anything going on, let me know. I mean, I'll share what I have that I found, but if it's something that I don't have, like share it with me. I'll share it if it's interesting about Wade, because I don't have a ton of stuff. I do want to go over. So what I did is, I don't know if you guys saw that, but the official Wade, the official Wade, his official Wade TikTok, and I think all they have is TikTok and Instagram now. They released wait, hold on, I want to see something actually. They released this fake, not fake, hate mail of people that wrote to Wade. I still don't understand what the big point is on it. It didn't really, it's like, so what? But I figured I'd read those for you. Now, what I'm gonna check real quick. Hold on 1 second. No. Okay. So when they released it on their account on TikTok, it's really hard to read. So what I did was I tried to put it in my editor and I typed up what I could read. Most of it I got. There's just a few words I couldn't read, but it was really hard. So I typed text over it so we could read it. But I was just thinking real quick, wonder if the one on Instagram is clear. I just thought, let me look on the Instagram one and see. But then that was just a waste what I did. I went through, that took me probably like an hour. I went through and went through each of the letters that they had and went through and tried to make out what it said. Hold on 1 second though. I just want to see something. If they posted it on here and it's easier to read. I'll be kind of mad if it is, because I went Hold on, let me see. No, it's just as hard. Okay. Yeah, it's just as hard to read. Okay. All right, hold on, guys, 1 second. Is it harder though? Maybe. Actually, it might be a little bit easier. Dang it. Oh well, hold on. Let me do something real quick. Just chat amongst you guys for 1 second. I just want to do something. Because there's a few things on them, not very much. I made out most of it, but there's a few things I couldn't make out. So I want to see. I'm gonna try to screenshot this and see if the ones that I couldn't make out, if I could make out on it. Hold on 1 second. Come on, why isn't it playing? Oh, now it's not. Okay, hold on. I just want to see. It looks like it might be more readable, but it might not be. I just want to see. Oh, I missed that one. Shoot. How's everybody doing? I feel like I haven't seen you forever. I missed you guys. All right, give me 1 minute. I'm gonna go through it one more time. Anything that I might have missed. I think I got that one. Got that one. Just that. Maybe this one. Okay, let's see. I'm coming. I'm coming. I just want to see if I zoom in, if I can make it out better. So I want to read those. I want to read the Q&A that they put up of Wade. And then I want to, oh yeah, it is a lot easier to read. Dang it, dude. I just wasted like over an hour of my life. And I should have checked their Instagram. You could read it perfectly fine on their Instagram. So anyway, they have it on their TikTok and Instagram. And the TikTok, it's like so blurry. I wanted to be like, why not? Why you want us to read it? So why not make it so we can freaking read it? Oh my Lord. Anyway, hi, who do we got here? Hey, struggles, real. Um, I also thought we could go over false confession, like things to look for false confessions, just because the Wade wives are thinking that the ones that think he's innocent think that it was a false confession. So we'll kind of go through that. That stuff interests me. I was going to go a little bit over that, and then I found this other video that they talk about the Wade wives. You know that clip I played? I found the whole 9-minute video I thought we could watch about Wade wives. There's a bunch of doctors. Okay, so let's do. Okay, yeah. All right, here we go. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying. I want to upload it in here. I was already, but like I said, I just thought it at last minute. I was like, let me check their Instagram. So that's why. That's why I'm not. Okay. Let me share my screen. So the first thing I'll do is, I think what they're trying to do is, it's on his official page, so I don't know really why they think that that's a good thing to show, like, these letters that, people wrote Wade. One of them's Dawn, one's Amy, and one's Shelby, which I don't know. I know Dawn, but I don't know any of the other ones. Like, as far as, like, Dawn, I know who she is in the story, but I don't know who Shelby or Amy is in the story. I don't remember anybody talking about them. Maybe if you guys know, that's but it's two people that reached out, and I guess they're saying that they're like flip floppers or whatever. So, well, hold on, let me share my screen, and then actually, let me make sure my audio, sure, mic and AirPods. Okay. So what I did is here's the ones that I redid. I'll show you what I was talking about. Okay. So here's like I rewrote them but then I just saw that Instagram, you could read them a little bit better. So let me find which one that is. It's this one, right? Yeah. Yeah, look. Anyway, well, I'll try to just read it off of that. I just feel like I wasted my time though, but oh well. Hold on, let me get this. How many of you guys read these? Okay. So this is from Dawn. This is on 10/13. Actually, hold on. Let me do them in order. I dated all of them too. So that's okay. So this is 10/13. We got 8/24, 10/12. Hold on. I'm going to put them all up and then we could 9/18, 9/16. Okay. So the 9/16, 9/18. So 9/16 would be the first one. Okay. I always like to do things in order. Okay, so here it is. This one's Amy. Okay. Now I'm trying to think who Amy is. Do you guys know? This is the letter, and this is where I just typed up what it said because I couldn't make up everything, but actually hold on a second. Let me see. Because this and X's, I don't know what that is. I just want to see now that I have the clearer one, which ones I missed. Just give me 1 minute. Oh, wait. Wow, this one's not even. Huh. That's a different one. Okay, let me just read it. It says, I honestly thought you were different. Everything I've heard, but apparently you're not. I'm 22 years old. I live in Miami. I'm a model. I'm very successful and I have my own business. I own my own home, my own car. I have all my crap together and I really wanted to get to know you more. And maybe I could come visit you and I could help you out with money whenever you needed it. But apparently you don't want that. Shoot, Z, come on. Or maybe it's because someone told you not to accept any more of my messages. Anyway, this will be my last message to you. Hopefully, you will come to your senses and reply because I could help you in more ways than one. And I promise you that I am not ugly. If you do respond to me, I will show you pictures of myself. But I can promise you I am better. So that I couldn't make out if that said better or prettier, but now I'll check the Instagram one. She either says I'm better or prettier than all your exes. And there was a word after that I couldn't make out. But let me see. I actually can't find this one on the Instagram for some reason. That's weird. Is it this one? No? Huh. That's yeah, that's weird. Is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. Let's see what it says. Better or prettier? See if I can make it out on this one. X, I still can't read what that says. What your ex is something. What do you guys know? X is something. I'm better than all your exes. I don't know. But I want to see if it says better or prettier, which I know it doesn't really matter. I think it says better actually. I'm better than all your exes. Okay. So that's that one. And then that's 9/16, 9/18. We have Amy again. Okay. That first one was Amy. Yeah. So 9/18, we have Amy, same girl. Okay. She says, lies. It starts off, it says lies. It says, I heard you talk to Darren. You need to know You took that the wrong way. Why? Wow, that's looking blurry now. That's so weird. Like my messages that I typed out are blurry. Anyway, you took that the wrong way. She did everything to try to help you, and you took it wrong. She's done everything to help you, and that's the one I couldn't. Hold on, let me see if I can make out the. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize that. Yeah, this is better. Oh, maybe not. This one right here. She's done everything to help you and your. She's done everything to help you and your has been something, has been no help. And your something has been no help. And your team, that's what it is. She's done everything to help you and your team and has been no help. All you wanted, I'm going to go back to this one. All you wanted was her help to get money. Now you don't want her help anymore. Or is it because she called you what you truly are? Wade, you're being lied to and you don't even know it. The people you think are real supporters are not. Please reach out so I can help you and tell you and help you financially. So that's Amy again, right? So then we have this would be the next one. 924. So 924, we have Shelby. Okay. Says, wow, dude, your phone conversations are all over YouTube. You're the dumbest person that's ever been presented on the internet. I hope your appeals are fast tracked. Taxpayer don't deserve to fund your stupid ass. And the fast track, I wasn't sure if that said fast. That was a hard word to read because it did look like it said fast, but that doesn't make really sense because why would she want him to be fast tracked if she's hoping that it doesn't go through? So that's why I was like, is it fast track? But now that I have the Instagram, let me see if I could read the Instagram ones. Is it this one? Fast last track? I don't know. Something tracked. But basically, she's not happy. This is Shelby, okay? So actually, I am glad I typed it out because even the ones on Instagram are hard to read when you zoom in. All right, so that's that. And then we have 918. Oh, I already read that one down. We have 1012, which is Shelby again. She says, still begging for money? Dude, you're still begging for money. You're never going to get. Please tell the truth about you. Want to carry out your sentence. Don't make taxpayers pay for your stupid ass to sit around and scheme people all day. You're a beggar. You're nothing. You'll never get off death row and you'll never get out of prison. Nobody likes you and you've earned your place. If you have some balls, you can call me and I will tell you all of this on the phone. BITCH. Like it's funny because it's like these people want him to call and like they want to talk to him, but it almost seems like they're mad because he's not responding. So they're getting mad. Like they're being a jerk. But if he would respond and be all nice to him, I feel like they'd be like, oh, cool, yeah. So I get it. It is like flip-flopper type people, right? Oh my God. Why are these kind of funny? Okay, so I just want to is that this one? I was just seeing because this right here it says about you to carry. Wait, please tell the truth about you. Want to carry out your sentence? Okay, please tell the court. See, that's the okay. I'm glad I got this. It's actually supposed to be please tell the court you want to carry out your sentence. So I was like that. That didn't make sense, but I couldn't read it on the other one. Okay. So that's Amy. And then we have Dawn's. Okay. Dawn has sent him 2. Wait, where's the other one? There should be 2 Dawn. Yeah. Okay. So we have 10:13, and Dawn is the one I talked about. Dawn. Okay, let me see which one's first. This is at 5:04 a.m. I want to see the other one, what time, so we could read them in order. This is at 12, so it's this one's first. Okay. So Dawn is the person that him and and this is what she refers to this, where he's talking to he's her and him and Jesse are talking about her on the phone calls. So Dawn's the one that said, like, I'm gonna expose you. She told Jesse, well, I'm gonna expose him if he does, I don't know if it was if he doesn't call me or whatever. And she was trying to say, like, she's in that group and she could expose him and all this stuff. But she was one of the wives that was on his side. And you remember Wade, this was like, I don't know, weeks ago, we saw that message where he's like, don't trust Don Powell. That's who he was talking about. So this is recently. So this is 10:13. This is just what, 2 weeks ago? It says, Wade. Hello, Wade. Long time no talk. I just heard the phone call with you and Jesse talking shit about me, but I don't care. Just wanted to let you know I've done what you asked. The group is gone and no more. But there's a lot of stuff happening on Reddit. I've been sent photos of everything. People are calling out your team and you. They say they don't trust anyone in your team anymore and they are losing faith in you. I know we split on bad terms because I called you out of your name that I do apologize. I can help you get your supporters back very easily and fast. I've been contacted by several YouTubers who want to interview me. So I can go on their channels and speak only good things about you and tell people that everything is okay. But that's up to you. Not Jesse, not Valerie, no one, only you. You always said you could trust me. So trust me with this one. I can help a lot right now, and I think you need it. Anyways, if you are up for it, you can email me back or call my cell. P.S. I'm not crazy. I'm not a crazy bee like you and Jesse said I was. I was doing everything I could for you, and you know that. Hope to hear from you soon. Um, so the only word I wanted to double check on the Instagram one to see if it's clear is, where does it say? Right here. But she's and on the other one, she says it too. So maybe I'm not reading a word right. Right here. She talks about calling out his name, like, because I called you out of your name. So there must be something I'm going to see if I could see what that really says, because that doesn't even make sense. And that's what I read on the first one too, or the other one too. It's like, called you out of your name. What does that even mean? Unless if it's some kind of lingo that I don't understand. But let me see if I could make it better out here. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Okay. I've sent photos of everything. People are still calling out your team. Oh, calling out your team. Oh my God. No, that was a different part. It does say called out your name. Look, I know we split on bad terms because I called you out of your name. What is that? That doesn't even make sense to me. So for that, I do apologize. I called you out of your name. Okay. But watch, she says that on the next one too. It's so weird. Okay, where's the next one? Here, right here. So this is Dawn again at 5:08 a.m. The other one was at midnight. She says, it's labeled interviews. Okay. Hello. I already sent you a message, but I forgot to add that the interview I'm going to be on Wednesday with one YouTuber and two other YouTubers with very big platforms also reached out to me and want to do an interview about you and and I couldn't read. That is probably team, but that was a word. Let's see if I can make it out in this one. Sorry, guys. Uh, just so, yeah, right here. Interview. Oh yeah, about you and your team. Okay. Okay. I'll move it over here so I have it ready in case if I. Okay. Where are we at? Interview about you and your team. Now, this could benefit you more than me. I see that you're losing a lot of support, and I can help you get that support back only if you want my help. I know you said you don't want my help and that I never was a supporter, but you know that I always was a supporter and I never flip flopped once. Please keep this between me and you, your team, and Jesse. Don't need to know all this. Oh, no, she's saying, "Keep this between me and you because your team and Jesse don't need to know all of this. This could stay between us. So if you would like to reach out, you could send me a message back or you could call me. It's totally up to you, but I see you losing supporters each day. I'm just trying to make it right, and I apologize once again for calling you out of your name." I don't know. Is that like a thing that I've never heard somebody say that, like, "Oh, I'm calling you out of your name." I've heard people say, like, "I'm calling you out." Anyway, I was just upset and I took it out on you and it had nothing to do with you. It was with my family. So if you would like my help with getting some of your supporters back, just let me know. The earliest one I'm doing is Wednesday morning, so I would need to know before then. If I don't hear anything back from you, I guess that means you don't want my support or help. So I would just do the interview however they ask me to. How many of you guys already read those? And how many of you saw it and couldn't read them because they're so blurry? So hopefully I helped you out reading them. Hopefully it wasn't too big of a waste of my time translating them. But yeah, so we have two from Dawn, two from Amy, two from Shelby, or one from Shelby, two from Amy, and two from Dawn. I don't know who Shelby and Amy is though. I just know who Dawn is. And that I feel kind of betrayed because Dawn, that interview Wednesday that she was talking about was supposed to be for me. It was supposed to be with me. She canceled. Remember I told you I was going to interview somebody, but she wanted to be anonymous. But I feel like I want to say something because that I feel like that she was trying to play me. That shows me she was trying to play me right there because she approached me saying she wanted to call out the team. She was a Wade supporter, but she changed and she saw through it and she's doesn't like Wade or the wives and she wanted to call out to all of them. And that's why I was like, okay, I'll interview you. Let's get the dirt on these people. She was in the end with the group. She was a part of the team and like she had a group of all of them. So I was like, okay, let me hear. I'll interview you. Heck yeah. But now after seeing that, she was playing me. That was supposed to be Wednesday. So I was the Wednesday interview. She backed out. Now I think she freaking backed out because Wade never answered and she couldn't play him. Yeah, that kind of makes me mad when I read that. I'm like, you got it. Oh, I'm looking at the comments. What's going on? What, Amy, what's going on? Don't questions were answered by. Oh, okay, okay. What Amy, what did you is there something specifically that you wanted me to see or just because people were answering that? But yeah, I feel kind of betrayed. No, because of course it's like I had somebody that was a Wade supporter. I've heard Wade talk about her, so I knew I knew that she was a part of the group. Because her and Wade and Jesse had talked about her on a phone call. Wade had wrote that message about don't trust Dawn. And then all those messages with Dawn and Wade were going around, Dawn Powell, they were going around. So I knew she was a part of Wade wives at one point, and she was a part of the group and stuff. She said, yeah, she's like, I saw they're scammers. I saw right through them. I want to out, basically, they wanted to out them and like just give us the dirt. So originally she said that I could give her name, but then she didn't want her face shown. But then she acted like it was weird because at first she said that, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, just your name. And then she's like, no, you can't give my name either. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just say ex Wade supporter, and then we could just ask you questions. She's like, okay, and then she backed out the last minute. But that's who it was supposed to be with. But I feel betrayed. I really do. Thanks, Jordan. Say what? But it would be true. Wait, what? So yeah, I mean, you see, she was gonna. What it sounds like to me is she was waiting to get Wade to respond to tell him. This is what. Tell me if you guys got the same thing from what I read. She was waiting to get Wade to respond about this interview when the first one was me. I was the Wednesday. So she said the first interview I was Wednesday. That was the one I was going to do with her. So I feel like she was waiting to get Wade to respond and seeing how do you want me to approach this interview? I'm going, Wednesday is my first one. And because he didn't respond, then she just backed out. But like, so if he would have responded, there would have been a little game. I feel like he would have gave her what how he wanted her to somehow, like you saw, she was trying to get supporters back. So I don't know what she would have done. I'm trying to think how she would have been able to come on my channel and get supporters back, because she presented it to me like didn't. She was not a Wade supporter anymore. And she saw he was a freaking user scammer. She saw Jesse, they were all. So it was like, wait a minute. How would you have came on under that whatever? And then I don't know how she would have got Wade supporters. I don't know, but I do feel, but I kind of feel like she was trying to scam me. That's kind of messed up. What do you guys take out of all that? It wouldn't have worked because she wasn't going to change my mind. And she's not going to change any of your guys' minds that aren't supporters. So it's not like she would have, but it was like, it was the fact that her intention was that, which kind of makes me mad. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but it wouldn't have worked. I mean, nothing would have, definitely wouldn't have succeeded. Okay. So, but yeah, so that's that. I was like, when I read it, I was like, oh my God, she's talking about me, that little. But you guys remember me saying I had an interview, and then I was like, okay, now she wants to be anonymous. And I said, if you have any questions, and then she had answered some of those questions. Yep. Okay. So that was that. Now let's, yeah. Hey, Crime Scene Mary. Oh, I caught you at the end when I ended my Menendez brother thing. I saw, like, after I already ended, I saw like you had just came in and had questions, and then I just ended it. I'm sorry. I was like I had to take care of some personal stuff, and it felt so bad. I'm like, oh wait. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go over the Q&A, which this one I haven't read through yet. I didn't have time. So they put out like a Q&A where Wade answered questions. I don't even know what they are. We're going to be seeing them. I'm going to see them first time with you guys. I just screenshot them to go over it. Okay. So where's it at? Here they are. So it's questions and answers. Okay. So here's the questions, and then they have the answers. So the first one is, does Wade respect his supporters? And I mean, I know the thing is we're reading them, it's almost just for entertainment, because it's not like I believe any of this stuff. It's all manipulation. So whatever he answers, it's not like I'm falling for it, but let's just entertain me. Okay. As in being a person that seeks to please others. What? Someone let what? Well, this is hard to read. Maybe I should have read this ahead of time. Someone let this get personal, or someone what gets personal gratification from what the heck? Why am I having trouble reading this? From knowing another be happy because of me. Someone's beho gets personal. I don't know. Gratification from knowing another be happy because of me. I not only love and adore each and every one of my supporters, but literally live for and continue doing so all because of them. Yeah, I don't buy that. Okay, so the next question is, why did Wade say those horrible things about his supporters? Okay. I am terribly apologetic for the negative words and comments that I so poorly chose to use about anyone. The sole reason that I did was to defend against hurting other people, or maybe deflect. I don't know, but against hurting other people's feelings personally. While at that same time, sometimes it was not easy juggling with various people's emotions, when so very often not everyone thinks or feels in the exact same way. However, I realized that the way in which I went about it all was decidedly wrong. And from such a lesson as this comes growth and understanding. I have and will continue to be better. Nobody talks like this. Why is, and sure, for sure, Wade doesn't talk like that. No, Normal people don't just talk like this, though. Like, I realized that the way in which I went about it all was decidedly wrong. And from such a lesson as this comes growth and understanding. Who talks that way? What is this? Is this is yeah, it's definitely entertaining. Okay. The next one is, why did Wade speak to the German woman like that? Mainly why I chose to speak with the German woman in such a way at all as told I did, was because that was her only preference and personal desire. By my only by my only doing, I sought to satisfy her overall. Again, this goes back to her only desire in satisfying others, to my desire. I don't know what this word is. Something desire in satisfying others. Oh, this is like, you got to be kidding about this. Hold on, let me chat with you guys a little bit. Don't worry. After I'm done reading, I will be in chat. I want to chat with you guys. I'm sorry. I feel like some lives I forget. I always do at the end. But who talks like that, guys? I mean, are you guys reading that? Wait a minute. Wait. Who now, can you just wait, out of all people, but anybody, nobody goes around and saying, mainly why I chose to speak with the um German woman in such a way as told I did, was because that was her only preference and personal desire. By my only doing, I sought to satisfy her overall. Again, this goes back to her, or to my desire in satisfying others. Please don't try to act like you have this desire and you want to satisfy others. That is not even close to being accurate. Anyway, that makes me mad. All right. So the next question is, have the donations gone to Ufferman? Where's 4? Oh, yeah, 4 is gone. Nobody, including even Jessie herself, ever misused or stole away from the donations that were made toward me. All of the money already has gone to the Ufferman law firm, as he is handling my appeal process. I've already once met in person together with Ufferman, as he visited me here at the prison just last month. Okay, and the next one is Wade okay? Okay. Is Wade okay? I'm doing really good. Thankfully, due to all of the love and support from all of you. My spirits are high and my heart is so strong. Sometimes, even in a better situational, sometimes, even in a better situation, a heart alone is not alone. I don't know. What's that word? I don't know. But I've come to see that even in a current situation, such as the one that I am in, I am, I don't know, that the thousands of hearts having come together for me, each beating in love for the same cause, that me, myself, and each one of you, no matter any situational or circumstance, are stronger, better, and will all always be okay. Oh my lord, this is not good at all. Why had Wade got no communication? Why had Wade got no communication? Okay. Who even thought of these questions? I'm really so far as my mental health goes, I am improving tremendously day by day. Here at the prison, I have a team compiled of 4 doctors who have so far yet done their personal best at getting me treatment. That's not how you talk. Like, have so far yet done their personal best at getting treatment. Who is talking like this? Does anybody? It's too funny. All right, the next question, this is the last one. It is, how is Wade's mental health? Oh, that I skipped one. Shoot. That was his mental health. I'm sorry. Dang it. That one I just read was his mental health. So the number 7, why had Wade got no communication? That's this right here. Okay. My communications here at the prison were revoked until January 3rd. This was due to a minor infraction I received for an accidental tablet rule violation, but I can still receive and read all of the emails and pictures that you guys send to me in the meantime. All righty, so that's that. I don't even know what to say. That was the weirdest answers. Wait, what, Laura? What's your question? Sorry, I'll answer some questions now before I get to the next thing. I don't know. I think they forgot question 4, Crime Scene Mary. Hey, Geraldine. Hey, Salem Rose. Free Zachariah. Wyatt. Hey, Casey. I don't even believe Jessie wrote this. She's almost as done. It's not even. I don't know. It's just hilarious. It doesn't even sound smart how they're talking. I know they're trying to sound smart. It sounds really stupid because people don't talk like that. And it doesn't even flow good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know the rumor was, we've heard for weeks now that Jesse jailbroke his tablet. Oh, that's kind of ironic there. But like jailbroke his tablet or something where she was got in. That was just a rumor. And then remember she addressed that and said, "Oh no, it's not possible. I can't go in there and read." So I don't know. I don't know it could probably be anything really. I don't know if there's any truth to that. He's probably not gonna say what it is. I doubt he'll even tell us specifics, but I have no idea. Have you guys heard anything? Wait, he basically just admitted to bashing other women as a manipulation tactic. Wait, when, Sweet Jenny? What did I miss that? I didn't see that. I didn't pick up on that. Okay, so here's a couple other messages. This one is somebody. Where is it? Let me get the first one first. I don't know which one comes first here on these messages, and I don't even know. I think these were either on Reddit or I don't know. Somebody wrote him, and this is what they wrote him, but I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Courtney again. They blacked out the name of who it was, but this is what they wrote him. You're a real piece of shit. I try to help, but now you can rot in that hellhole you're in. You're nothing but a narcissistic, manipulating, gaslighting murderer. You killed those women. You admitted it for fries and a burger. I should have never supported you in the first place. You're nothing but an ugly piece of shit inside and out, and I can't wait for you to die. You deserve the most unholy death. I hope when they take you to die, it takes him 10 times before you're dead. It's okay if you don't want to send this out because I'm going to send this to my friend now and she's going to post it all over Reddit anyways. You're just pissed off because you got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You got catfished by so many people are stupid. You don't think for yourself and you got manipulated by Jesse, stupid effing idiot. I can't wait to read this letter and I hope it makes you effing mad. Rot in prison, you POS. Wait until your phone calls come out so they can. Wait till our phone calls come out so they can. Shoot, I don't know where the rest, because this is the other one. Oh, wait. Yeah, this will be it. So they can really see the way you used to talk to me, you disgusting, fat, ugly, and the C word. So who does anybody know who this was? Obviously, there's going to be some phone calls. Huh. It could be Sarah, that Sarah that we listened to her in Alley get in that argument because we know there is about a week's worth, a few phone calls. She said she talked to him about a week. So we know that it could be her or it could be, I don't know. I mean, he's talked to so many women, who freaking knows? So yeah, so that was sent to him. And then what's this? Oh, post sentencing update. These are just all the ones that, stuff was posted on some of his supporters that says we've had no contact with Wade. It is assumed that his communication privileges, if they exist at all, are still very restricted. We do not know if he's still able to utilize Smart Inmate for messaging, as we have had several people reach out saying they attempted to message him, but it was rejected by the jail. Furthermore, we do not know if letters are being accepted at this time. After sentencing yesterday, Wade's attorney requested Wade's behalf for him to be transferred to death row. Oh wow, that was a while ago then. Immediately, the request was submitted to the court in the hopes of rectifying quality of life and personal safety issues within his current facility. This request was not so that he may be executed quicker and or because a date has been set. This is not how the death penalty works in the U.S. and the state of Florida. Wade will remain on death row for quite some time pending appeal outcomes. In Florida, capital cases are automatically appealed directly to the Florida Supreme Court. The first step in the process is called direct appeal. We are anticipating Wade's trial attorneys to file the notice of appeal within the next coming days. The court has date set yesterday, September 16th, was for separate charges that Wade had received in the Lee County Jail. His attorney for those charges was present in the hopes those proceedings will coincide with the sentencing. The judge denied the request to address those charges and set a future court date. Once the appearance is completed, he'll be transferred. Okay, so yeah, this is a kind of old one. The proper authorities are aware of the death threats being made against Wade. Additionally, for your personal safety, we encourage you to please refrain from engaging any individuals making these threats. If you're in fear of your safety, please contact your local enforcement. Okay, what's this one? I have to compliment all the girls here. Almost all of them are in love with Wade in some way, but there's no jealousy and no bad words. We all want the same thing for him, that he gets justice. You're all really great. Dude, I just thought that come on. That's obviously from some of the supporters. That's just ridiculous. What's this one? Oh, that was the basically front part of before they put out the hate mail. You and Wade can flip flop and do backflips on this. See how you and Wade are really about those who ever supported you. This is your downfall, and I'm here for it. Okay. This is that new update. No, it's still not. This is still like a week or so old, but it says Collie Buds is his music. Dateline, The Night of the Nor'easter is his TV show. Age of Adeline is his movie. Started getting recreational time outside, 3 hours a week. Researching subjects he is interested in studying. And his next hearing, which already passed, was the 10/16, an update regarding the trial transcripts requested by Ufferman and fees required. And then they says, what weekly updates do you want to see? Send us. Okay. Wait, what is this? Screenshot it. I'm trying to figure out. Wait. Trying to figure out which one's first here. So was he guilty and wanted to escape? You know the answer yourself. He wouldn't have time to do it. Would he have time to wait for someone in the parking lot with a covered car with bloody hands or chest? Or would we have time to deal with Melissa Montanez about her car running out of gas? Why would he call his father Stephen if he wanted to escape? The police would have found him anyway. Am I right? Look at the timing of the phone calls. He wouldn't have time to call anyone. He wouldn't meet anyone if he was a murderer. This is not my words. This is the supporters. They posted it. So, and he was waiting anywhere. And he wasn't waiting anywhere. Everything was recorded. He confessed because he had to. And do you know why? Mr. Eric, Jake, Steven, Melissa had to hear it, or they would definitely do something and something worse. Oh my God. We will not be silenced. And then this says, case Christine Melton, and they spelled it wrong. Wade Wilson didn't kill Christine Melton. I'll tell you why. If he killed Christine Melton, why wouldn't he get rid of her body? Take her car and her cell phone if he didn't want to get in trouble with the police. According to Josh's statements, he ran out of blood, but not even one of the camera records show that. I think ran out of gas. If you look carefully, he was not really bloody. Joshua said he came to tell him that Wade had done something wrong and that he needed money for a plane ticket or a bus. He had a Nissan car that belonged to Christina. He would have run away with the Nissan. Diane, he asked her the way toward Fort Myers. Another discrepancy. Let me remind you of the physics. If a person received a person's car 10 to 20 times, so they were off of the body spaghetti, there would be skin tissue, blood, hair, anything. Nothing was found. If Diane stood up and Wade would hit her again with the car, there would be traces of car damage on the car. Again, nothing was found. The car is like new, isn't it? It wasn't slammed. The plastics are not warped, and the tires do not match. So that's some of the freaking supporters wrote that. Here's another one. This is from so this is interesting. So Dawn. So now remember, we read those messages in October, right? This is September. So a month before that, let's see what she says to Wade. You idiot is how it's titled. Okay. You probably know who this is by now, but I just want to let you know that everybody's getting their money back. Everybody thinks that you're a scammer and that your team is a scammer and that your girlfriend Jessie is nothing but a liar and a scammer. And people are asking me what I think and what I think should be done. And I am being honest with him. I'm telling everybody to take their money back and they're listening to me. So it's your fault. I've been reaching out to you for a while and you haven't messaged me back. And now you're losing all your supporters and everything because you're listening to the wrong people. Your team are making you look worse and worse and worse each and every day. Everybody thinks that you guys are all scammers, and I'm going to let them think it. It's probably true. I don't know. Haven't heard from you, and your team is being a bitch, aka Valerie and Brooke. And then hope you have a nice, cozy life with your so-called girlfriend, Jessie. No, I'm not saying this because I'm jealous, because I'm not. Because, this is from, why do I think this one? I think this is the one from Courtney, isn't it? No, it does say last message to Wade, but I'm a lesbian and I like women. I just literally tried to help you because that's what I'm supposed to do. But you don't want to help because you're manipulating narcissistic POS. I saw a disciplinary report, which I think was real. Laura, what are you referring to? Send it. You send it to me, or is it the incident reports that I went over like a couple months ago, or is it a new one? Send it to me. Are you talking about Wade? Actually, I haven't checked the documents to see if there's anything new. And then somebody sent him this, and it said, to Wade, this is from Courtney. And it said, it's an old picture of Jesse. He says, "Oh, Mr. Wilson, I would have paid to see his reaction to receiving this picture. First coming from me, also a picture of his fiance. Run. Oh, wait, he can't, never mind." And she sent him this picture too. This is Ari. I mean, damn, you called me ugly, but the trolls you were having phone sex with is comical. I know you can't reply, and this makes it even better. Enjoy looking at your girlfriend's Pookie. So for those of you guys that don't have Patreon or aren't on Phone Calls for Prisons Patreon, so the explicit phone calls, she's got a couple from Ari are in there, and then of course the German girl. And then Kristen, the latest one is a Kristen one, Kiosk Kristen. So I haven't checked in a couple of days, so I don't know if there's anything new, but those are the ones that are on Patreon so far. There's a few with Ari though. How dumb can they be? He has been abusing all his exes in the same way. Yeah, right? Right. Doesn't make any sense. Lauren, do you have a link? Can you send it to me or screenshot it just so I could see? Because it might be the incident reports that I had gotten a couple months ago, but maybe not. I don't know. There was like a few, but maybe if it's like a current one, the reports were from like around the trial. The ones I got, it was like maybe a couple days before the trial and during the trial. I did a pre-record and a live on it, but maybe there is more. I don't know. So yeah, that's funny. Okay, see what else I got here. Okay, so I don't have a ton because there wasn't a lot. Which one? Oh, that's the one that's on TikTok. So that I don't know. This is kind of old. This is when I did that live with the argument between um Sarah and Allie because Sarah said something about her makeup, but I had already read these actually. I just didn't put them up on screen. But what Sarah said about it, I don't know if you guys saw this. I watched it on her live, took a screenshot of it as she was drying on her face. I don't know. It feels like even if it was unintentional, it's a lack of awareness or even mean spirited. What pumpkins has anyone ever seen with stitches? Where was that? I watched it on her live and took screenshots of it. It was drying on her face. But yeah. Oh, you know what I do want to watch? I want to listen to the Alley phone call with you. But the other one, I don't know why I'm getting really bored with the phone calls, just because I feel like I don't know why. Like maybe it's just because I'm just kind of getting burnt out with the case. But the most interesting one was Allie, and those new phone calls, the mix of all of them. I was really bored. I didn't even finish it all. I like skipped through it, and then I made sure I listened to the Allie one. But it was just like, and then I don't even know who the girls are, like Canada. Who are all the people? All right, so I want to watch this video. So this isn't a new video, but it's I wanted to do a pre-record a few days ago, and now I see it's like all over TikTok. But I had it for a few days. I saw it, and I was like, I'll do a pre-record, and I actually filmed my reaction to it. But then I never got it out, and so then I was like, I'll just do it on a live. So you guys may have seen it because it's all over TikTok. But that's so weird though that like people find things at the same time because I just found it like last week and it's not new. It's, you know what I'm saying? But then some TikTokers just found it at the same time. It's kind of weird. But it's like, so I had played a clip from it before on my last live. It was like a 2-minute clip, but I found it's like an 8-minute video. It goes on about the Wade wives. Have you guys saw it? Like there's a few doctors that talk about it and like the phenomenon about like why all these women are infatuated with Wade. So I'll play that real quick. Oh, you know what? I am going to have to hold on. Okay. I'm gonna have to redo it since I took these out. All right. Can you hear it? Hopefully you guys can hear it.
With a tatted Joker smile and hate symbols on his face. We romanticized that they would change for us.
These killers are turned into kind of perverse celebrities.
You've seen the case here on ABC7, and more than likely, you've seen his face all over social media. Wade Wilson officially received a double death sentence this week for murdering 2 women in Cape Coral back in 2019. He was actually back in court today, just 2 days after he was sentenced to death. This time, he was taking a plea deal to drug charges. Thanks so much for watching ABC7. I'm Megan Miller.
And I'm Sarah Metz. Since Wilson's trial earlier this summer, we've seen tons of love for the killer and a bizarre obsession forming from all over the world. It left us with some questions, like why are people drawn to this murderer and seemingly blind to these crimes? And why did this case take off on social media?
ABC7 Samantha Serban has been on top of the trial from day one. She gets us more on the psychology behind this obsession.
From Charleston and Virginia, Oklahoma to Indiana, and even beyond, Belgium, France, Germany. Women from all over the world wrote in to Judge Nicholas Thompson, begging him to please let Wade live.
Well, let me talk over. That's probably going to
now
cover
moving beyond old school.
This stuff fascinates
letters,
me. It does.
Modern day
like
social media.
Florida man with a tatted Joker smile and hate symbols on his face has women coming to his defense.
All women can talk about is how hot this guy is. Are some of you okay? Are some of you okay?
Not only did it anger the victim's family,
we all know that the loudest ones are always the dumb ones.
I love that she
even
said
stumped
that.
Wilson's own attorneys.
I mean, they've been contributing to a fund They're sending emails, they're sending pictures. It's just, I've never seen anything like it.
You got to figure how many people they can't find, quote, normal, if that exists anymore, significant others. They got to go with somebody who's going to death row. I'm not sure that's a real plus.
Why? Why would women do this?
Annalise Lucero, a marriage and family therapist, saw pro-Wade Wilson TikToks every time she scrolled her For You page.
This is like the ultimate, I can make him change. The ultimate, but daddy, I love him.
The question is, why?
I think it's great that we're asking these questions about like what's driving women to this kind of behavior.
There's definitely an element of what we call hybristophilia. It's a psychological term for individuals who develop romantic or sexual feelings for criminals.
Is it his looks, his background, the case itself?
And this is sort of the ultimate bad boy, but also
just look at him. Hold on, where's that? What? Ew, like what is attractive about this guy? I don't see it. I don't. Like as far as like, I feel like beauty is only skin deep. You know what I'm saying? Like I do look for the person, and then if the person's a good person, like you could find him attractive then, right? But this guy's not a good person. So it's basically, we know that it's just like based on his looks is what they're, it comes to, right? Because he's not a good person. He murdered 2 girls viciously, and he has a past of abusing women. So it's like, okay, so is it the looks, but look at that is not an attractive guy, Now, if he was a good guy and he was a good person, then he could become attractive, you know what I'm saying? But he don't even have the look. I mean, I know before he wasn't. I'd say before he got the tattoos, and I feel like after, I don't know, I just even feel like his face is just, after the murders, something happened, and but I feel like before them he wasn't like an ugly guy. Like he was a good, nice looking guy, I would say, but not anymore. I don't know. And even if I didn't know what he did, if I just looked at that picture right there, I'd be like, no, he's not that cute. I wouldn't think that. But some of his older pictures, I might be like, yeah, he's kind of cute, but not now. And this is who they're falling in love with, is who right now. Like, ew. No. And it's not just the tattoos where it's like, oh, before and after. It's not because of and I don't like the tattoos either, but it's something in his face. I don't know. And the way he didn't age well. And it feels like a darkness maybe even came over him, because he just I don't know. Okay.
And this is sort of the ultimate bad boy, but also it's kind of being able to be with the ultimate bad boy, but in a safe way. There's no chance that you're going to get, physically hurt.
And a lot of them have that empathy and relate to, my mother abandoned me. My family was messed up. And so it could be this need to believe that if he is redeemable, so am I.
Despite claims of, quote, being a friend, caring unconditionally for Wade, and believing he's innocent,
ignoring that he is nothing more than a vicious killer and about the most poor representation of a man there could ever be.
not a single one of these women would talk to us on camera.
Maybe a lot of these women don't realize, but all of this is public record. So their names, their emails, where they work, the photos they sent, all of that is public. And so we know the women, we know these types of jobs they have, where they are in our community, where they are in the world.
Now, this female obsession with killers isn't a new phenomenon. We saw it maybe most famously with Ted Bundy.
People want their monsters to look like monsters. And it's, I think, both more fascinating and terrifying when they don't, when it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing kind of thing.
It's vile and weird because apparently he's good looking. We're supposed to forget what he did.
But no, we aren't. That's why Wilson is heading to death row, because what's online isn't real.
you know, a lot of
Me
these
too.
videos that
Kimmy
women are
Jack
watching
did the
are
exact same
edits. They're
thing.
edits of
Exact
him
same
with
thing.
music, and it elicits this emotional response, and you know, the slow motion and all of that. That's the romanticized. It's a fantasy.
Reality is these women, Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz, the victims. Their families and friends had their lives changed forever because of Wade Wilson.
This case was never about Mr. Wade Wilson. It's about what Wade Wilson did to Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz.
In Lee County,
This will not be the last that Wade Wilson sees of us in a courtroom.
Samantha
He looks so
Servin,
gross there.
ABC7.
There's
And
still
we
more,
have-
but I wanted to comment. We still have like, what, 3 minutes left, but I wanted to comment on this. Kimmy Jack, exact same thing. I saw the trial where they were advertising for the trial, and I had no interest in watching it. I just saw his face. And I'm like, "Ew, no, nope, I'll pass on that one." And then same thing. I started listening to the phone calls. I was laying in bed one day and it popped up. I'm like, oh, let's check the phone calls out. And it got me hooked, the phone calls. So I even told phone calls from prison. Because we email each other back and forth a little bit, behind the scenes. And I was like, dude, you got me hooked. like you really, I even told her, and I think this is 100% true. Like, because of you blew up this case. It wasn't that big when the trial, there wasn't that many people interested comparatively to some of the law and crime trials where there's like a ton of people. It was like one of the more like smaller viewing, right? And I was like, you blew it up. Like, because of those phone calls, it turned into something that it wasn't at all. So, yeah.
Wade Wilson to talk to us now that he knows he will face lethal injection. For the time being, he refused. So let's get you more. Throughout this entire trial, there has been an element of celebrity and a ton of social media attention surrounding Wilson and his case, as you just saw. Even people who put Wilson in his place are fed up with the fanfare.
And I just hope that once everything is, said and done, people will remember their families and their, the victims, and not Wade Wilson.
That was one of the jurors in Wilson's trial. She wanted to remain anonymous out of concern for her family's safety. She told Samantha the whole reason she agreed to do an interview was to make sure people remember Christine and Diane before they remember Wilson.
That's not fair that someone like Wade Wilson gets all of this attention and all of this fanfare and all of these people that, think that because he's good looking, he couldn't have possibly done this, or that he deserves some sort of extra grace around this.
State Attorney Amira Fox echoed that sentiment after Wilson's sentencing, saying she wished people would remember the two young women who died in these tragic murders rather than idolize their killer.
Let's get you even more. Beyond the fascination with Wilson's looks, experts say some people are following the case because the victims were chosen at random.
Especially when it comes to female victims, they're very unlikely to be killed by a stranger.
For self-defense reasons, people, especially women, are paying close attention to how the 30-year-old captured Christine and Diane's attention and what they can learn from it. We talked to a sociology professor who tells us women who are interested in this part of the story are almost prepping for their own survival.
We've found pretty clearly that massive interest in cases like this does not necessarily mean fascination or enjoyment. It's like, well, this is good information when I otherwise have very little,
Jelly baby,
survival preparation available.
Now, as for Wilson, his lawyers actually plan to appeal his death sentence. They hope that the case makes it to the Supreme Court to overturn Florida's new law that no longer requires a unanimous verdict for the death penalty. We'll be back in court on September 16th.
And if you want to get even more on the psychology behind the Wade Wilson superfans, head to our website, abc-7.com. You can read Samantha Servin's in-depth article exploring each reason why some people may be attracted to killers. She even explains why Wade's tattoos may have something to do with the infatuation. Make sure to go to our website and download the ABC7 app to get more on how this killer turned the internet up.
And here, I'll show you, here's the article that went with it. I wanted to point out one thing in it. Hold on, where is it at? Here it is. Here. So this is the article that they were talking about. What's up, perplexed? Who are you talking about? I was just writing it. Wait, where did I send the comment? Well, maybe I commented it. I was asking, who do you mean? I'm confused who you're referring to. Hey, Victoria. Okay, so let's see some of this. Let me make this bigger. Okay. A Florida man with a Joker smile tattooed on his face is getting worldwide attention. He's officially received a double sentenced. Let's see. Let me skip some of this. They're talking about more than 24 women across the globe even wrote to Wilson's judge prior to sentencing, begging for leniency. Postal stamps show only one letter was from Florida. Others came from places such as Charleston, Virginia, Oklahoma, Indiana, Belgium, France, Brazil, Germany. These killers are turned into a kind of perverse celebrities, a professor of sociology said. The following quotes from letters sent to Judge Thompson. So here's some of the quotes. Mr. Wilson acts were influenced by drug use and brain damage, distinguishing him from mass murderers. Multiple people have done so much worse than Wilson. They only got life. Please allow him the opportunity for atonement through proper mental health facilities. As someone who cares unconditionally for Wade, I have deeply reflected on the gravity of the situation and the impact of your decision. A life sentence would allow his family, along with myself, the chance to maintain a relationship with Wade. He is the kindest, most caring, loving person. Oh, my Lord. So ABC saw the phenomenon and decided to get you more on why this is happening. So they asked a therapist, a psychologist, a sociologist, why would women do this? It's like the ultimate. I can make him change. The ultimate, but daddy, I love him. We asked her to weigh in why people are obsessing over a convicted killer. I think it's great that we're asking these questions about what's driving women to this kind of behavior. There's definitely an element of what we call hyperbristophilia. It's a psychological term for individuals who develop romantic or sexual feelings for criminals. I know some of this was in the video. I'm trying to kind of skim through and pick out the ones that they didn't just say. It says, what causes it? Is it Wilson's look, background, childhood? Is it the case itself? Which they did go over a lot of this. It's the ultimate bad boy. About being with a bad boy, but safe because so they even say, like in that book, that I still want to read some quotes from that book about why women love men who kill. It's almost like they almost go for the ones with the worst crimes, because like ones that have life, that have no chance of getting out, right? Because they know they're safe. So they could date this bad boy and have but they know they're safe. They don't have to worry about it. They're not going to get physically hurt. A lot of them have that empathy and relate to, my mother abandoned me. My family was messed up. So it could be this need to believe that if he is redeemable, so am I. Maybe a lot of these women don't realize that all of this is public record. Oh yeah, that's what the attorney said. There's nothing more than a vicious killer. And about the most poor representation of a man there could be. Hold on. That's what the attorney said. The sheep's clothing, but he does kind of look like a monster anyway. I love that quote by Christine's cousin. We all know the loudest ones are the dumb ones. Oh my God, it's hilarious. A Joker fantasy? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Okay, survival. Adoration isn't the only reason this case went viral. Julie Weiss said some people were paying attention solely for a survival lesson. Oh, yeah, that's what she said. Okay, behind the tattoos. Says there were about 13 years where red flags in Wilson's life were either unnoticed or ignored. That's why she believes some people who wrote into the judge's office chose to do so. I think the very fact that so many people around the world are coming out and then trying to advocate for this guy and advocating specifically for mental health services, I think that's a clear evidence that mistakes have been made when it comes to our quick judgment and dismissal of psychopaths who need to die, she explained. Okay. There is, oh, that was the other, hold on. Oh, thank you for joining, Victoria. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate it. This one right here. So there's this thing in here that, okay, so it says this is Wade Wilson and his supporters file a lawsuit over their jail's calls being released. I don't know if I've played this clip before, but I'll play it again. I don't know if it's Shirley is talking about. Oh.
Any of the fanfare. Can you talk a little bit about how did any of the fanfare going on online impact this trial, do you think?
I don't think it impacted the trial at all. It's just very unusual. I've never been involved in anything like this before. I don't know how many tens of thousands of people are communicating with him or communicating with each other about him. There's donations that are set up for him, and it's just, I think it's ridiculous. But there's a lot of people that think otherwise.
Yeah.
When Kamala came in, she deliberately dismantled.
Wade Wilson and one of his female supporters are suing the Lee County Sheriff's Office and State Attorney's Office over the release of the jail phone calls between them. You guys go check out, like, if you guys don't know the details, I have all the documents that are now sealed under the for the Jesse's thing. For some reason, it's like compared to like all my other Wade videos, it doesn't have a lot of views in them. Like, man, that one should have a lot because that stuff's sealed. And I mean, it's interesting. It goes through like the letter that they wrote to the judge, the letter that Kelly wrote. Here, let me actually, because yeah, you can't look at them now. They're sealed up, but I was able to download them before they got sealed. That was a live, right? I'm going to link it if you guys want to check it out. If you guys haven't seen it, maybe. Yeah, here it is. I always say I'll link things in the description when I talk about it. I forget. I just remembered I said that a couple of times. Oh, link in the description. And then I'd end the live and I forgot. All right. So Wilson's former lawyers, Kevin and Lee Hollander, who represented him in his murder trial, told Newsweek that Tahanika, which is Jesse, was involved in getting Wilson's clothes for his death sentencing and orchestrating public support for the convicted killer. The judge ultimately declined a motion to allow him to wear anything but his inmate uniform. So Jesse was trying to get him. Wait, Tahanika was involved in she got Wade his clothes, trying to get support, and then they probably had a motion to see if he could dress in regular clothes for his sentencing. But of course, they're not going to let him, because the whole point of why during the trial they don't have to is because it's for the jury, because you have to have a fair trial, so they can't be biased. And if they see the defendant in jail uniform, like, as much as you want to remain neutral and don't let it bias you, it's going to bias you because you're going to look at him like a criminal. That's, you know what I'm saying? Or they're in jail, prison uniform, and you don't see them like as a normal person. So it biased you in like how you perceive them and stuff. So it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's only fair to allow him to dress in normal clothes. But who cares? If he's already for sentencing, it doesn't matter because the jury's not involved for that. So, yeah, they didn't let him. Remember, he was in his orange jumpsuit for that. But anyway, she's asking for emergency temporary injunctive relief. And she said multiple incidents of cyber intimidation. But if you want to know more about that, I've linked that video if you guys check it out. Or you could go to, I have a playlist for Wade Wilson, so it's in the playlist. So that now I want to go over false confessions. I think this stuff interests me about false confessions. Oh, and then I found, I don't know, I showed this on my other one, but Wade, a picture of Wade, and then it's his step parents, Wilson's. It's from 2009. That's his sister, his two adoptive sisters. And then, so this is where they shared the GoFundMe. Her daughter shared it. Please continue to share and pray for my parents. The Red Cross and the Wilsons Church have come to help in aiding Steve and Candy. God is good, and the Wilsons are at their eldest daughter's home, where they will be living temporarily. Candy and Steve do not mourn for their lost home, but more so for the lifetime of memories that were hung on the walls and stored in boxes. Please pray as they start rebuilding. Thank you for the love and support. Please continue to share this account. That's another one. That's basically his adoptive dad, Steve. There they are. And I wanted to point out, because remember how people were like, that doesn't, when that picture of what's her name, Jessie and Candy came out, everybody's like, that doesn't even look like her, because everybody was seeing this picture and it's old, which I saw. That to me it looked exactly like her, still just aged, because the jawline, the nose, everything. But now you could see that it was her. Let me find that other picture of Jessie and you'll see, because there was this big argument of, I think I know what channel was saying it wasn't her, and then everybody's like, that's not Candy, that's not the stepmom. I was like, yeah, or not stepmom, adoptive mom. I'm like, yeah, it is. What do you mean? It looks exactly like her. But I'm glad I found a current picture on her Facebook. Hold on, let me give me 1 minute. I'm gonna find that picture so I could just bring it up real quick. 1 second. I think I have it in a few of my Wade files here. Yeah, here it is. So now you guys believe me? Now you guys believe me that it's her? There you go. Okay, so let's look up false confessions now. Are you guys interested in that? And like I said, the reason why I feel like it's relevant in this case, because a lot of the people that think he's innocent think that he falsely confessed. That's not true. And to me, like, if it's nothing about it screams false confession at all. The only thing that it could be like, oh, that kind of is what happens, is the lies. But that also is normal for somebody like him, like about like, oh, he ran her over 100 times, which that wasn't true. But the general basics of what he did all matched up. You know what I'm saying? He just exaggerated some things. So I feel like it's definitely not a false confession. But I have a couple articles I wanted to read on there. So there's the psychology behind it, and then this one, but this is actually from the Innocence Project. False confessions. Okay, false confessions. Let's read some of this. Occur more than people think, and result from a variety of factors, including the coercive and deceptive tactics during an interrogation, which this didn't happen because the main confessions were not during an interrogation. It was to his dad and to Mila. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even during a coercive and any deceptive tactics. It was to the people he trusted the most. You know what I'm saying? The people he was the closest to at the time. So, and they weren't like hassling him. They didn't have to like keep going over, like, tell me, and where he denied it. And they're like, just admit. And then he denied it and they bugged him. He just was totally open right off the bat. Like, yeah. And if you guys haven't seen that video I just did, I uploaded a pre-record, check it out, because I did a compilation of all his confessions minus the one where he confessed to law enforcement, and then minus the dad video interview. But I did all the first phone calls with his Mila and his dad where he confessed, and it's like he was not pressured. Okay. Anyway, it's hard to imagine why an innocent person would confess to a crime they didn't commit. But research shows that false confessions can take place due to law enforcement's use of intimidation, force, coercive tactics, isolation during interrogations, deceptive methods that include lying about evidence, and more. An innocent person may also falsely confess because of increased stress, mental exhaustion, promises of lenient sentences, or challenges with understanding their constitutional rights. Children, people with intellectual disabilities, and people with language barriers are particularly vulnerable due to this lack of comprehension. Which let me make it bigger. He's not a kid. He doesn't have intellectual disability. He doesn't have a language barrier. On average, people who falsely confessed were interrogated for up to 16 hours. That didn't happen. And even when he did confess to law enforcement, they didn't have to pull it out of him long at all. It was quick. He just wanted to try to get what he could out of it, a burger and fries. But they didn't have to lie or coerce him, or like, because a lot of times they wear him down, where they're like, a lot of people are just like, one of the reasons is like, they're so wore out and they just want to get out of that situation. So they know, okay, fine, what do you want? So I can get out of this situation. So that's a part of it. A part of it is like, when they lie, or, you'll see, but that did not even happen with Wade. Okay. So 16 hours before admitting to a crime they did not commit. Research shows that the reliability of confessions is greatly reduced after a prolonged interrogation. In some cases, they were convicted despite the fact that DNA evidence clearly contradicted their supposed involvement. In these instances, prosecutors conjured theories persuasive enough to convince juries to vote guilty, even though DNA evidence strongly supported innocence. Yeah, it was sick, Emily. It was sick. And he said something like, well, I want to see what I did because it will remind me. Wait, how do you say? It'll show me what I did. So then it will. How did he word that? Almost like it was going to like show him how horrible, and teach it like almost like a lesson. Like, okay, I see how horrible thing I did. Something along those lines is why he's like, yeah, I want to see what I did. It's like, no, that's sick. He was going to get some kind of gratification out of it. I'm sorry. Like, almost like, oh yeah, there's no doubt it was about, like, who would even want to see that but a freaking sick sociopath, psychopath. I don't know. I hope they do evaluate him and see if they can figure out what the heck's going on. But a sick person like that, it had nothing to do with what he said. Why? It was because he wanted to see what he did for a sick way. It's a sick thing. And like, it was making me kind of sick when I was putting together that video yesterday. Thank you, Donnie. Thank you for joining. It was kind of making me sick putting together that video, listening to them joke around about it. Like, well, at least I didn't have him in the trunk of the car. And then talking about like, oh, you were a horrible killer. Like, basically, why wouldn't you be a smarter killer? And then he like points out like, well, the biggest mistake I made is oh my God, what was it? I even made a comment about it, but it's the whole point is like, wait a minute. You're talking about like, oh, if you could go back, a normal remorseful person would be like, the biggest mistake I made was killing them. Like, what do you mean I shouldn't have done this? You shouldn't have killed them. What was it now? Oh my Lord. Talking about, I wish I would have what? I forget now. I even made like a big text thing about it on my video. Oh well. But yeah, it's just like, "You were a horrible killer, like, you're stupid, you're driving around in her car and using her phone." He's laughing about it, and it's just like, it's sick. Like, are you serious? Anyway, on average, okay, where are we at? To prevent false confessions from leading to a wrongful conviction, we are actively advocating for the right to counsel during interrogations and for the mandatory recording of all custodial interrogations. The latter of which improves transparency and creates a truthful record of what led up to a confession. We are also working to ban the use of police deception in interrogation of juveniles, allow false confession experts to testify in court, and convince judges to hold pretrial reliability hearings before a confession is admitted. Oh, that's good. Because it happens. False confessions happen, especially like minors or low people with like mental disabilities, like really low IQs. Um, yeah, it does happen, which is sad. Okay, so let's read this one. Understanding the psychology of false confessions. When trying to understand why an innocent person might confess to a crime they did not commit, many find the concept baffling. It defies common sense and our understanding of self-preservation. Yet false confessions are not just rare anomalies. Anomalies. Say that right now. Have you guys noticed how my ads, I don't have a bunch of ads. I got a new security for my computer and I got an ad blocker. Remember when I used to get like a million ads? Anyway, so nice. Anyway, there are a documented phenomenon that has led to wrongful imprisonments and miscarriages of justice. Understanding the psychology behind false confessions is crucial, not only for legal professionals, but also for the general public, as it sheds light on the vulnerabilities within our justice system. False confessions can be segmented into three primary types: voluntary, persuaded, and compliant. Each type stems from unique circumstances and psychological pressures that can lead an innocent person to admit guilt falsely. So, voluntary and persuaded false confessions. Voluntary false confessions. Sometimes individuals may confess to crimes without any external pressure from law enforcement. These confessions often arise from internal psychological needs for psychiatric conditions. Some confessors seek attention or punishment due to guilt from unrelated issues, while others might be protecting someone else. Occasionally, the motive is entirely rational, driven by factors outsiders might not immediately understand. There's no way he would take the blame for somebody else because he's not. I feel like he's a very selfish type. What was the other one they said? Seek attention or punishment due to guilt from unrelated issues. I just don't see that with him. Despite the seemingly irrational act of confessing voluntarily to a crime one did not commit, such confessions are met with skepticism by police, who often view them as less credible than those obtained through interrogation. These skepticism can be merited, as these confessions are complicated by the confessor's internal state and motives, which can be difficult to discern. Emily, yeah, there's some Wade wives that think it was. They think that he just confessed, was pressured for. They're thinking like their theory, or what he's saying, even Wade's saying, is that organization that Mila runs from her spa, with like Eric and Tommy and they are and Josh, and they basically made him confess because they wanted to get rid of him. because he was going to take Mila to Hawaii and like take away, they need her for business or something like the escort business, and but that makes it just doesn't make sense. If they wanted to get rid of him, why don't they just kill him then? Like, why kill two innocent people, risk getting caught for two other people just to get rid of him, which it might not even work? Why wouldn't you just kill him then? You only have to kill one person then, and you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do this plan where it depends. It only works if if Wade will agree to admitting to it. It absolutely makes no sense, and it boggles my mind that people believe it. Like, to them, it makes sense. Now, the whole escort, I don't know if she does what she does on the side, but I'm talking about the story they're saying of them, the killing part. That's the part that I'm like, I don't even know how anybody can even believe that. Like, that's just crazy. Okay, so where are we at? So persuaded false confessions. More concerning are the cases where individuals are convinced during police interrogations that they committed the crime. This type of false confession, resulting from intense and prolonged questioning, can cause suspects to doubt their own memories. Interrogation techniques may include relentless accusations, undermining the suspect's denials, and even fabricating evidence. Over time, the suspect might come to believe that they could have committed the crime, especially when police suggest scenarios like repressed memories. The phenomenon, it was vividly demonstrated in experiments where participants accused under controlled conditions of causing a computer error that they did not commit began to believe that they might have caused it after facing interrogation tactics mimicking those used by police. Such studies underscore the power of suggestion and the vulnerability of human memory under stress. It's pretty crazy. Stuff's interesting. Compliant false confessions. Perhaps the most straightforward in terms of understanding the immediate causes. Compliant false confessions occur when a suspect confesses to a crime they know they did not commit to avoid a more unpleasant outcome. These are often the result of direct or implied promises from law enforcement, such as a lighter sentence, or threats, such as harsher charges or penalties. The stress of interrogation, fear of a worse fate, and the overwhelming desire to escape the situation can lead to a false confession. Furthermore, some innocent suspects confess because they believe in their eventual exoneration by the justice system, despite the immediate repercussions of their confession. This misplaced faith can be devastating, particularly in cases where forensic evidence is not as definitive as expected or is misinterpreted by the courts. Conclusion and reflection on the legal conclusion and reflection on the legal implications. These insights into why innocent people might falsely confess to crimes they did not commit challenge the presumption of confessions. Why do I have these in my, hold on. It was weird. I don't remember putting those in my ear. I don't know why I did. Those aren't even the ones I'm using. Where am I at? It highlights the need for, oh no, I skipped that. Okay. The insights into why innocent people might falsely confess to crimes they did not commit challenge the presumption that confessions are infallible indicators of guilt. It highlights the need for legal reforms to protect against the vulnerabilities of suspects during police interrogations. More informed interrogation practices and the provision of legal counsel during interrogations could mitigate some of these risk factors. Moreover, understanding these psychological dynamics is crucial for defense attorneys who must often unravel the reasons behind their clients' false confessions. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. All right, let's listen to the Allie phone call. I'm not going to listen to all of them. I just want to do the Allie one. And then I think I might call it a night or call it a live for this one after we listen to that. I'm debating if I want to do a Delphi one after this. Who would stick around or who would come back for another live if I did it on the Delphi? If I talk about some of the stuff that happened in the trial so far, or I could do it tomorrow. I don't know. I'll try to make up my mind as we're listening to this. I don't know yet because I could either do it after this or just do it tomorrow or Monday. Okay, so phone calls from prison. Oh, you guys, phone calls from prison hit 100,000. Congrats. Congrats. I'm going to have to email her and congratulate her. That's awesome. I'm so happy for her. She deserves it for real. For real. Yeah, I agree, Victoria. I 100% agree. Okay. Let me make sure my earphones are connected, and they are. Let's do it. Present. Share. Share. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know, Jenny. I have no idea. Oh, yay. I don't got much longer. I'm just going to play the Alley phone call, and then I'm going to actually end this live because I don't have nothing more. I mean, and I don't want to do all these calls because they're kind of boring. I just do the Alley one. The Hannah ones are really boring. And this was like, I'm not saying she's boring. I'm not saying that, just like the calls are boring for some reason. So I'm not trying to diss anybody or anything, but like, I feel like, I don't know. I'm just really bored. Okay, so these are Allie. So remember, this is Alexis. This is the one where was written by Wade in the documents and to the judge when he had some of those things in his documents where he called her his fiance in a couple different documents. And then she's the one that brought the suits. She's the one that was at the trial. We got to see her with the red hair sitting behind him. And she's the one that kind of got in that. We were listening to that fight with her and Sarah. Two Wade wives, basically, two ex-Wade wives, but she was doing the makeup and Sarah made basically, I don't know, some drama between them. But yeah, that's who this is.
What's up, short stuff?
Hello?
What's up, short stuff?
Hi.
Hey, why didn't you come to fucking trial?
I wrote you and told you why.
Oh, well, thanks. I'll tell you what. You wrote me and told me why. Good. Perfect. Now I'm going to tell you what's going on. So what I need your help with. Ready? No, it's the only time I got it. You probably want to listen to this.
What?
Ready? Okay. So after trial, they brought me back. They put me in the naked place, right?
Yeah.
That's basically the sum of the story that you need to know. So there you go. In a nutshell, that's the sum. Or just keep in mind what that means. No phone, no emails, no canteen, food, no visitation. And why would they do that? What I'm saying is it violates my rights because guess what? When you're here, you only get the phone on one time a week. You get one shower a week. I don't get my canteen. I don't get the phone. I don't get to email you. I can't talk to my lawyers. I can't do anything. And I'm not even suicidal. So if they're going to keep me here for that long, that's called, let me tell you what it's called, cruel and unusual punishment. That's exactly what it really is. So we're going to have to, and I'm just mentioning how far you're going to go, Alexis, and what you're going to do. Because if you're just going to call Lee and he tells you, oh, there's nothing I can do, and then you stop there, and then you stop there, and that's all you're going to do, you're not going to hear from me for a long time. So if you're going to actually like do some real shit, that's what you're going to have to do.
I'm going to do what I can do.
No, no,
Even if
no.
you call
Don't ever
Whitney,
limit yourself. Not even in my situation. Don't ever limit yourself and say, all I can't do. You can do a lot. Trust me.
Okay, well, I mean, if I have to start calling news crews and tell them what's going on, I will. It's
News
wrong.
crews, lawyers, the jail, director of nursing,
I
even
know.
even the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office, obviously, because they run the jail. So all of that.
Well, okay, I'll do that.
There's a lot of stuff might have to happen. And you can even try to call Kevin Shirley, the second lawyer. You know, he's way better than Lee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I got to
Do
meet
you
him
have
to
his
get your seat.
Do you have his number?
No, he said he's going to arrange for me to get Kevin or whatever. I don't know. Lee told me because I told him I wanted your suits immediately.
You wanted your what?
The suits and stuff because Kevin has them all.
Okay. All right. Here's Kevin's number. You ready?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That's Kevin's number. Tell me what's going on. I need to get out of here. Dude, Dave, I'm sitting across the way from my fucking cell, right? I'm just in a different goddamn cell, naked, right? But I'm looking over there in my room. I can see my goddamn stuff. What the fuck, if I'm impulsive, what the goddamn difference is it between being here or right there? So what's the difference? I'm not suicidal. You know?
I'm going to call. I'm leaving the doctor's office in like 20 minutes. I will call.
Do everything you can, please.
I will, I promise.
Okay.
I don't want to see you like that again.
So why did you not call me?
Because when I woke up, I went to go get in the car with everything, your shirts and everything, and the battery. Remember I told you I had to replace the alternator?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get a new battery. I used the battery that I had. They just recharged it, and it had worked. Well, apparently not. The battery was drained completely, and I had nobody to jump me. And then by the time that Tiffany got home to jump me, right, I walked all the way down to AutoZone and back with the battery. Still couldn't do it because somebody had to jump to get the car like on. The battery wasn't freaking charged. Then I walked in the house and all of a sudden she comes running back out and says, there's water everywhere in the freaking, you know, the line for the freezer where the water comes out? It got too hot next to the copper pipes and bursted.
No.
Yeah, all over. The whole garage was soaked, the whole side of the house inside. The
Dude,
wall
what kind of fucking shit you guys ran over? All right, well, listen, I love you. I'm going to go see if you can handle that, all right? And try to,
I'm going to call Kevin now, and I'm going to call Lee, and then I'm going to call down to jail.
Okay. All right, baby.
Okay.
I love you. Wait, you're going to get that stuff from Kevin?
Well, I'm going to call him and bring this up first, and then ask him when I can need to get the
You
stuff.
better talk about this shit first. You better talk about this shit first. Listen, let me tell you something, though. I think he already gave my stuff to Wendy because nobody was there, and she took it with her. So I can get it.
Well, I have Wendy's number, so I can just text Wendy and tell her I want it. Or you can message her and tell her to give it to me, and I'll tell her to.
Alexis, baby.
What?
Hello? Hey, just handle this situation. She's got my stuff safely. I will have her mail it to you, okay? Because you weren't there. You will get it, okay? Please just call them and
better
discuss this issue.
I'm going to do this, I promise.
I don't fucking say something if I don't mean it. I'm going to. I'm going to make sure you get it.
Okay.
She took it with her because you weren't there to fucking pick it up.
Well,
Otherwise,
I'm going to call her too.
listen
Can
to
I
what
call
I'm
her
saying.
and tell her what's going on too?
No, just it's fine. Just call the two lawyers, okay? Please.
I will. And then I'll call downtown.
And do everything else that you said too, because there was a couple other things you mentioned if it needs to come to that. Okay.
I got you.
Now I'll try to call you. Today's Wednesday. I'll try to call you again on a Friday if I'm still in here. All right.
Okay.
All right. I love you. Stop eating those bagels.
I
can't. All right. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
It makes me wonder, why did he say stop eating those bagels? Is he like trying to, is it like say like about her weight? I was a little bit confused about that comment. But also somebody said something about, oh, didn't she burn his stuff? So remember, this is from June or July. We didn't hear, she didn't say that. That was like more in August, I think, or September, where she said she burned it. But June or July, I wish I knew the exact date of this, because June 12th, was it June 12th when he was convicted? So was she talking to him after the trial, or was it truly because after she heard the phone calls and what a crappy person he was, or did it have to do with what she saw at the trial? But like, I don't know, because it doesn't have an exact date. So I'm not sure when this was from exactly, but but yeah, so but she didn't say that about the burning and stuff. That was months later after it was like August or September, I think. Uh, but I can't remember now. I'm trying to think back of how she worded it about. I have to go. Well, hold on. Let's go watch her old video real quick. It's just a couple minutes. 1 second, just to see because I forget how she worded it. If she said, um, that it was because the trial, but I don't know if it's she elaborates on this because I feel like she's and then when she talks to what's her name? Hood too, she explains more of it. And I swear, I think on during the Hood live is where she goes more into detail. Remember I played it on a live before? I swear she says, I thought it had more to do with the trial. Do you guys remember real quick? Was it more the trial or was it Yeah, and I don't understand why he said, "Why weren't you at the trial?" Because she was at the trial. The only oh, there was one day she wasn't. She wasn't there the sentencing, right? It was the sentencing, one of the days for the sentencing, so maybe he just referred to that as the trial, yeah. Because remember, I think we pointed her out every day, but either 1 or 2 days. So there was 3 days for the trial. I think the sentencing or the death penalty part was either 2 or 3 days. So I feel like I think we were able to see her every day, but either 1 or 2 of that whole thing. So maybe that's why he's like, he noticed one day she wasn't there. Like, why weren't you there? Um, yeah. Oh, hey, Lewis, how are you? Hold on, let me see real quick. Is it uploaded though, Lewis, or let me see.
Just gonna jump on here.
Let me see if
Hi. So apparently, I need to educate some people on some
is it this one?
timelines. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna just bear with me. So this, I'm just gonna show real quick. This is the 30th. This is my Gmail. Okay. The 30th. There's many messages because he was replying. Wait for it. There's no messages after that. Oh, and no messages after that. Just continues going up. That's the last one that was on the previous, the 19th. On the last one I just showed you. Feel free to rewind. So the trial was the 10th, 11th, and 12th, right? He was found guilty on the 12th. Okay. So if that is the case, then those days, right? That's the trial. About a week later, on the 25th and the 26th was penalty phase, correct, guys? Right? Are you following me? Here it goes. Right here. June 25th was the penalty phase, right? He didn't get sentenced till August. I stopped talking to him in June. So I was there for him. They said guilty, right? I was not there for the second day of this. Okay. It says it in the call. I wasn't there. And that is because I made the excuse so I couldn't go. I could go. I didn't want to. Now I'm going to show you the conversations where repeatedly he has to answer the phone because this whole time I'm believing the evidence, right? I'm sitting here thinking of everything that I've seen, but he's telling me that there's a woman that is in jail that needs to be in contact that can verify everything for him, that can set him free, that can basically prove his innocence, right? So this is the reason why I stayed in contact from the 10th, 11th, and 12th, all right, till the 26th, which I never ever said what date. I said after the trial. So y'all can do what you want. Not to mention the dates have been on those messages that I sent and gave Charlie Blake and she posted about not like a month ago. It's been out. I didn't lie about anything. You guys are literally screwing up the timeline. So we're going to educate again. So bear with me. Here we go. June 10th, right? This is when I started freaking out. Breathe. Okay. Everything. Hold on. The 11th. Thank you for being there again today. It's the 11th. Okay. It's the second day. All right. This is a couple of days after. 12th is when he was found guilty. I tried calling multiple times. You didn't answer. You texted me late. I barely messaged back, hardly answered the phone, and I blocked multiple different numbers. But I was still holding on to the fact that, wait for it, boom, on the 14th, he tells me to get in touch with the girl. And this is the girl that he's saying that can prove his innocence, right? So this is between the whole first couple of days of the trial on till the next week penalty phase, which was literally a week after. Stay with me. June 15th, baby, right? I was never acknowledged, or I'm the crazy one. Baby, I tried calling 3-4 times, but now it's going to voicemail. I just wasn't answering. I was forwarding them, asking, seeing if I can do complaints. I love you. I hope you sleep good. I'm upset for you not picking up when you knew I was going to be calling because I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't know what to say. Next message I got was this one on the 17th. Calling out, this is to complain, right? Here we go. Let's read it. Oh, there's a I love you. So, I'm just going to put that out there, but we're not ready for that combo, right? Hold on. Here's the 18th. Asking if I got in contact with Lee about the female that's supposed to be.
Wait, I want to read this. I missed the, hold on.
Was this one on the 17th?
Captain Hutchin, let me know. Number 2 spoke with Lee. 3, please send the meds info. Bipolar. 4, I want a bright red tie or orange to go with the all black. I love you.
Calling out, this is to complain, right? Here we go. Let's read it. Oh, there's a I love you. So, I'm just going to put that out there, but we're not ready for that combo, right? Hold on. Here's the 18th.
Get in contact with Lee. Did he visit the female? The lithium knocked me out around 8 last night. Today I have been seeing a doctor since 1, and he's coming back to be with me again at 4. Next is him placing things on my brain for scans. What's up? Are you doing good today? I love you.
Asking if I got in contact with Lee about the female that's supposed to be, proving his innocence, saying he loves me, blah, 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 placing things in my brain for scans. This is all well before he got sentenced, and you guys are saying I'm lying. These dates have been up the whole time. I never said I stopped talking to him around this time. I said end of trial. Y'all are weird. Here we go again. On the 18th, I need you to pick up your phone, and you are not, and I've called, so please fix it. So there's another one approving why I wasn't answering the phone, but I'm a liar. Okay, here we go. Stay with me again.
Not allow your phone to be.
It wasn't dead.
So I can
I
call you.
forwarded it. Didn't know what to do because I'm on the fence of hearing evidence and believing everything that they're telling me, which is, I believe it. And then I have him, after I had already said, I'm done, it's over. He's telling me breathe, and he's telling me that this girl can prove it. And I'm putting everything together and find out that that was not true. This is just a show, literally, all them going up to it. And the ones I've shown you. That's just to show you the lineup so you know I'm not bullcrapping because you guys like to do that. This is him on the 18th again later on in the day.
I know that life is hard. It's a game for me at least. And I need what I needed. But if that is not happening, or if you would be deciding not to show and bring the rest of my clothes for Thursday, then you can say now. All this hanging up BS is stupid. Take your stress and throw it into the face of someone else, not mine. Cool? Okay, so let me know what we are, and as I don't need any surprises or disappointments.
Saying, because I kept saying that I didn't want, I didn't know if I wanted to go. So
In the exact same time, or disappointments on the exact same time my court is going down. Okay.
Didn't know if I was even going to show up. So how did that energy change from I love you, I love you, I love you to him not knowing if I was even going to show up because I was so upset. Also, too, I had stated, you lied to me, everything was true, and just stuff like, how am I supposed to believe you? And he's trying to get me to believe him about the girl that's supposed to prove his innocence. I literally said stuff about you're in.
How about you shut your mouth about the aspect of me being in jail and it not being your fault? You don't ever hear me effing complain or cry about being in jail or going to prison, do you? Please, because I eat like that, I have to. And go about my life. I'm effing commenting right now on on you and me in court on Thursday. I'm saying something bad timing, BS, regardless. I can't see it all.
You're in there. It's not my fault. Like, I didn't do this. You did. See if you can.
Comment right now, court. I'm saying it's bad regardless. To get handled. Court is 1 or 2 days after something can happen or not happen, and you don't hear me make mention of it to you at all. I don't go talking crap. I don't complain. I do care what you guys, English, blah, blah, blah. I can't read all of it.
Take a little.
I care about what you got going on and you being foolish to speak anything else. But point being, court is still Thursday, and I need my all black outfit and red tie and white shoes. So I am blank on you on the phone and make sure you something because some are same color, but so he's talking about his clothes.
You know?
Oh, supposed to talk on the phone and make sure you got the right clothes because some are the same color, but you hanging up isn't winning. But you hanging up isn't winning.
So you
Okay.
guys can see it's the messages, so you can't say it, you know. So you saw the lineup, right? Bear with me. Another one. On the
Hey, good
19th.
morning. Oh, good. Hey, good morning, baby. I love you. LOL. Can you please, Alexis, go to Men's Warehouse today? Should 100% get the shoes. Should 100% get the shoes, tie there. One-stop shop. I am counting on you, please, God. Try your best to make it happen. Text Lee, too, about the girl. I'm going to go see a doctor. 8 a.m., so we'll call when I get back. I love you.
He's texting me like nothing's wrong, like everything's fine again. And then saying he's going to call me after asking about the girl again. Also telling me what suits to get, but we already knew. I'm the one that got them, right? There's verification again to shut all you people up. God, it's ridiculous. Like, stop it. Another time, call me again. Wasn't answering.
Something super important to tell you, but your phone is off. Yes.
Going. Ready? This is a couple days later.
Tell me
I'm
when
gonna
you
show you the lineup just so you can see.
tell me when to call you because I've called yesterday time and time again, but you didn't pick up. Man, that's not on me.
That there was days in between because he wasn't able to really get on and talk like that. So it was like 2 days. It was weird, but I'll show you. Don't pick up. See, haven't been answering because I was acting different because I was figuring everything out. This is well before that call was on the 20. I think it was either 25th or 26th, if I'm mistaken. It was about me missing the court date, the last day. So if everybody would stop trying to like say I'm lying, I haven't lied at all. I've never lied at all. I've had these out on Charlie's thing way long ago, and the dates have been there the whole time. When have I lied? I never said what day. I said trial. There was literally like, it was a whole week and then like, or a couple days, and then the next, like a week later, another day. So like, what? Then again, on the 24th, right? This is 2 days later. Please deactivate Facebook, right? Right?
It's a good idea to turn off all social for time being. I love you. So he's telling her to disable your Facebook too.
I'm going to show you this. He had messaged me on the 24th about deactivating my Facebook, right? The phone call was the 25th or 26th, right? All these messages were replying to what I had wrote here, which was, you know, about deactivating everything and basically telling him I wasn't going to do that and that I figured everything out, that he was a liar. Everything was true and I didn't believe him. And this is when he had messaged saying that he understood. So I'm going to show you. But here's the timeline. Here's the messages. So you can see. So the I love you, Alexa, hope you can calm down. One more time, I love you. And this is the one right here on the 30th. Right here is where he said, where he accepted the fact that I had left him. So we're gonna jump to there real quick. This is also 30th, right? Hope you can calm
I love you,
down.
Alexis. Hope you could calm down at some time and backtrack on what you had just said and don't go to the route of being that way. I won't stop you, but I will wait.
You had just said, because I had said that he was guilty, he's a liar. Right? This is the 30th. This is right after that phone call. That phone call was about the day that I missed, right? The 25th, the 26th. I went to when he was guilty, I did not go to the second day because I've been putting everything together. So please stop trying to go at other angles. And wait, one more. This is the 30th, a couple of days after that phone call, which you could tell I wasn't even, but look. See? So why? I think I've shown you enough. And this is the last one. Because not only did I say he was guilty and all this other crazy stuff, and he said, how dare I say that? But now he goes on to say that he didn't use me, into why I wouldn't take off social media. Just all responses. Oh, can't really see.
Oh, let me try to read that. Hold on. I understand I didn't ask you nicely. Didn't I ask you nicely to deactivate all social platforms, including Facebook? You must, for at least till after the 23rd. Regardless, though, I understand that you want the black outfit, and I'm letting you know, okay? I will have mom send it to you, so relax about it. I promise. Give me time to get the F off the effing floor in this, and I have access to a phone. I'm not going to listen to you talking to me sideways. I don't love, hold on, shoot. I don't love you and I use you, and that's it. Use you very candidly, and to be frank, there's no point in my using you. The difference in truth here is only in needing you. So stop being like that to me when you get stressed some. And all I'm saying is that, yes, I understand why you weren't there, Alexis, on the last day. So my option was what? Wendy took it and mailed it to my mom. I'm not blame or guilt tripping you here. I'm only making an obvious statement that you can at least try seeing.
There you
Okay.
have it. So maybe you guys can talk about that. Talk about all of it. I never lied. And it's pretty crappy that you guys jump to conclusions. But I'm here again to prove you wrong.
Okay. Yeah, so that I'm glad. Thanks for letting me know about that. Yeah, so that there you go. That's what we were just talking about. Like, and I do, like, that's what I was saying. I do remember her saying, like, it was after the trial because she went to the trial. So it's like, so now it makes sense. So she went to the trial. So she kind of did see, like, I feel like she say she kind of saw, like, oh my God, maybe he is guilty, but then he's convincing her that there's somebody that can prove his innocence. So this is what I got from what she said. So she kind of held on to see, okay, maybe if you convince me you are innocent, you're saying this person can prove your innocence, right? And so that fell through, it sounds like. And then, yeah, and then it sounded like she was basically already kind of like giving him excuses for not answering and stuff because she was already doubting like his innocence, I feel like, after the trial. This is just what I got. This is my opinion. See, tell me if this is what you were getting from what she was saying. But she was kind of holding on to wait to see what this girl had to say, to see if it was going to prove his innocence or whatever. But yeah, I don't think she lied either. It doesn't, I mean, that makes sense to me. But okay, so that's that. What do you guys think? What is it? Oh, wait, what is this that you sent me? Declaration of 10/10/24. Oh, okay. So where did you get this? Is this I should look, I was going to look up the see if there's anything new. So basically now she's a permanent resident. Hold on one second. Let me is this something that was public record here? Hold on, let me save this. Thanks for sending this. Actually, hold on. I want to blur that out a little bit more because it has an address and I could still kind of see some of it. Hold on a second. No doxing. I want to hold on one second. Thanks for sending that though. I just want to. Oh wait, it's not opening. Oh yeah, hold on. 1 second. Let me protect. Oh. But thanks. Yeah, thanks. Hold on. I'll share it, you guys, real quick. It's for Jessie. She's a permanent or official resident of Florida, Cape Coral. All right, let me just save it. All right, here we go. All right, y'all. Dang it. It still didn't redact it right. Hold on. And guess what? She is formerly from Tennessee. All right, 1 second. I'm just making sure I have it all YouTube safe. Okay, here we go. So there you go. She was originally from Chuckery, Tennessee, and now she's a resident of Cape Coral. Thank you for sending me this. Who sent it to me? Hold on. Oh, that's cute. It's a cute one. Wait, who was it? Zachariah, Free Zachariah. You're the one that sent it, right? Yes. Okay. Thank you. I always forget to check that. Hold on 1 second. I want to see something. No. I'm talking to myself now. I just told myself no. Do you guys do that ever? Like where you're like, no, yeah, like you kind of like answer yourself. Oh my Lord. You guys probably think I'm nuts. I don't mean it like in a way where I'm like really. Okay, hold on 1 second. I just want to see something. Yeah. So here is the two things for her lawsuit. But like I said, I have all the specific. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure that there's not. Yeah, those are just the law office's address. Okay. So yeah, so here's her lawsuit. So for Lee County, serve written defenses to the compliant. And they have 20 days. Lawsuit has been filed against you. Within 20 days, you must file a written response. And then that's to Lee County, and then that's to state attorney. But like I said, I have all the sealed stuff. If you guys want to, I linked it to read the specifics of that, where she goes on to explain about the phone calls and stuff. But all right, guys, everybody, I'm going to end it. It's been real. Dude, I thought this was going to be like a really short live, but it's still 2 hours. That's still it's still a longer live compared to some people, but for me, it's short. But okay, so yeah, that's about it. There's not like a whole ton going on with this as much as there was, it's kind of slow. But if you guys, if any of you guys have anything interesting on it, let me know. Because what I do is I wait to gather until I have enough stuff to like do like at least an hour live or to have something to go live with when it comes to Wade. So I wait till I have enough stuff. But my next one, I got to do the Delphi. So that's probably going to be my next one. I might do it. I might maybe tomorrow sometime. Just kind of talk about the trial and everything that's happened in the last week from the trial and stuff. So stop out, guys. It's a really interesting case, Delphi. A lot of you guys have been following it, though. I feel like probably it's 7 years. I mean, it's 7 years in the making in that case. But yeah, so send me anything though if you guys find anything interesting, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow for a little bit. Good night, everybody. Holly, oh, thank you. Hello, good night, good night. Donnie, Miss Angela, Temptress, Marnie, it's just me. Sarah, I'll see you in a little bit. Kelly, nice to see you. Marnie. I already said Marnie, you got 2 highs by Geraldine, Debbie or Deb, Lewis. Who else? Temptress, Angie, and Chief. Gotta give Chief a hello. I'm being stupid, Kiki. All right, guys, have a good night, everybody. Kimmy Jack. Yes, thank you for that email. That was interesting. It is, because now we know, yeah, she's a resident and that she really was from Tennessee. Because, we hear these rumors and, not rumors, but like different people saying different things, but to actually officially see it, like, which would be something she filled out, Thank you, Heidi. And all right, guys, have a good night, everybody. Like I said, I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. If I see you tomorrow, it'll be on the Delphi. I'm gonna try to do it. We're celebrating my brother and my birthday because his is the 22nd, mine was the 11th, and he's from Columbus, so we wait till he's able to come into town, and he's in town to go trick-or-treating with Gia. Today they went, actually. So yeah, we're gonna celebrate my birthday, but it's usually done early, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll be able to do a live tomorrow on Delphi. But all right, bye, guys. Whoa. Oh my god, that scared me. Oh, I hate when that happens. Did you guys hear that? Do I still have my screen share? The freaking TikTok came on, so there was something so loud. All right, bye, guys.